You want to succeed? So prepare yourself to face obstacles, face failures, and push your limits like never before. Because success is not a set path, but a journey strewn with challenges, moments of doubt, and sacrifices. However, it is in these trials that true greatness is hidden. In this video, we will explore together the keys that will propel you towards your dreams. The passion that pushes you forward, the goal that guides you, and above all, the belief in you who transform every obstacle into an opportunity. If you are ready to do what it takes to succeed, then stay put and discover what failure, perseverance, and action can really bring you. Psalm. Overcome obstacles to achieve success. The path to success is paved with pitfalls. It's a truth that many prefer to ignore, but if you really want to get somewhere, you have to be willing to face difficulty. Every step you take outside of your comfort zone is one step closer to a greater future. And yet, despite this obvious reality, the majority of people opt for safety. They choose the easy way, convinced that staying in a comfortable space is the best option to avoid failure. But in reality, it is by remaining in this cocoon of comfort that you lose the opportunities to grow. Look around you. The greatest successes don't come from those who took the easy route. The stories that history will remember are those of those who dared, those who took risks, who defied convention, and who faced seemingly insurmountable challenges. They are no different from you, except for one thing: their ability to launch into the unknown, to accept uncertainty, to see discomfort as an opportunity to strengthen themselves. It's easy to dream of success when things are quiet, but it's when things get tough that the real work begins. The reality of success is often far from the idyllic vision we have in our dreams. The truth is that success is hidden in daily challenges, in constant effort, in the will to continue when everything seems to be working against you. Those who succeed are not those who take the shortest route. No, these are the ones who chose to climb the most difficult mountain. The ones who decided that every obstacle was a stepping stone and not a barrier. Difficulty, far from holding you back, is what will allow you to evolve. It is through the ordeal that you forge your character, that you build your resilience. Every time you face a complex situation, every time you experience failure or stumble, you are actually preparing yourself for the next big challenge. Growth does not come easily. It's the difficult times, the ones when you feel overwhelmed, exhausted, but choose not to give up, that offer you the greatest rewards. You see, the majority of people avoid difficulty, fearing that it will destroy them. But the reality is quite different. It is the difficulty that transforms you, that strengthens you, that prepares you to face greater and greater challenges. If you choose to escape from it, you deprive yourself of the chance to discover your true potential. And worse yet, you sit there, motionless, in a life that could be so much bigger, but which you refuse to grasp. Life will never offer you a clear, smooth path. The path to success is strewn with pitfalls, but that is precisely what makes it a path worthy of the name. You must not be afraid of obstacles. On the contrary, you must learn to love them, because every difficulty you overcome becomes an asset. She gives you strength. It proves to you that you are capable of going further, of doing more than you thought possible. Each challenge becomes a stone to add to the building of your success. Those who have succeeded all have one thing in common. They saw obstacles as opportunities, not hindrances. They understood that to climb the mountain, you must first start by accepting the idea that the summit is far away, but that it is worth every suffering, every failure, every struggle. And every time you choose to continue, despite the headwinds, you get a little closer to that summit, that place where your dreams come true. So what will be your choice today? Stay easy, or choose to confront the unknown, go beyond your limits, and embrace difficulties? It is in this choice that lies the difference between those who dream and those who achieve. Challenges are not there to hold you back. They are there to help you become the best version of yourself. 2. Spirit, perseverance, and action. The mind is the foundation of everything you do. It is in your mind that the power to succeed lies. But just like a muscle, the mind must be exercised, tested, to become stronger. When you are faced with a difficulty, whether it is an external obstacle or an internal struggle, it is your mind that determines whether you will collapse or whether you will persevere. Mental resilience is essential to transform every challenge into an opportunity for growth. But resilience alone is not enough. You can be the most determined of individuals, but without action, your ideas, your objectives, your dreams will remain frozen in abstraction. Action is what brings your thoughts to life, what converts your desire into tangible results. You can have a clear vision, you can have incredible energy, but if you do nothing, you will never see the transformation you expect. Action is the trigger for success. It's what you actually do that leads you to progress, even if everything around you is pushing you to stop. This is where perseverance takes on its full meaning. It is not just about continuing, but persisting with a sense of direction. When everything seems to be going against you, it is this perseverance that pushes you to move forward, to take the first step, then another, again and again. The path is strewn with pitfalls. Failures can leave you exhausted. Mental fatigue can discourage you. But it is in these moments that your ability to continue makes all the difference. It is not the obstacles that define your journey, but your determination to overcome them. Yet, even with iron perseverance, you can find yourself stuck in immobility. There are people who dream, who fight internally against doubts and fears, but who never take action. And why? Because to act is to risk making a mistake, to risk failing, to risk getting hurt. Fear of failure is one of the biggest obstacles to action. But failure is not an end in itself. It is part of the process. Every action you take, even if it fails, brings you closer to your success. It's by failing that you learn, that you adjust your method, that you take a step, then two, until you achieve what you were aiming for. It's easy to stay in thought, in ideation. This is where the majority of people find themselves, imagining a different future, dreaming of a better life, but they never take the next step. Action, even if imperfect, is what leads you to create a path where there was none before. It's a step forward, even if it's just a small step, that puts you in the direction of success. And the more you act, the clearer this direction becomes, the closer you get to your goal. But there is a trap in action, the illusion of be good action. And many people think that you have to wait for the perfect moment, the ideal opportunity to act. But the truth is, there is never a perfect moment. Every action you take brings you one step closer to what you desire, no matter how small or imperfect it seems. The main thing is to act. Don't let fear of judgment, fear of failure, or doubt paralyze you. The big difference between those who succeed and those who stay put is simple. Those who succeed take action. They launch themselves without having all the answers. And it is this audacity that propels them. The human mind has immense power, but this power remains latent without action. It is the will to act, to move from thought to reality, that makes the difference between those who dream and those who achieve. Don't let your thoughts get stuck in a world of possibilities. Make them real. Start with a small gesture, a small change. It could be a phone call, an online search, a simple conversation. But it has to start somewhere. And it is in these first steps, even hesitant, that the energy of action ignites, that it takes shape. and that it transforms your vision into a palpable reality. Perseverance without action is dead power. Likewise, action without perseverance is ineffective. But together they create an unstoppable dynamic. Spirit, perseverance, and action form a powerful triad, capable of transforming the impossible into the possible. And that's where the key to success lies. In the strength of your spirit, the persistence of your effort, and the determination to take action, no matter the circumstances. Do you really want to achieve your goals? Start by taking action. Even if you're not ready, even if you don't have all the answers, action will guide you, adjust you, and lead you to your goal. 3. Failure, a step towards success. Failure is often seen as the end of the journey, as a sign that something is wrong, that we must abandon everything. Yet failure is far from the end. It is an essential step on the path to success, a sort of obligatory step for those who aspire to accomplish great things. Every person who has made their mark in history has encountered failure at one time or another. Those who succeed are not those who have never failed, but those who have learned from their mistakes. Thomas Edison, for example, failed more than 1,000 times before succeeding in inventing the electric light bulb. More than 1,000 failures, and yet he became one of the greatest inventors in history. And yet, he did not consider these failures as losses. He said that each failure was a way of knowing what didn't work, a step toward discovering what would work. Instead of giving up, Edison used his failures as building blocks on which he built his success. It is not the fall that defines someone, but the way they get back up. The same goes for Henry Ford, who faced bankruptcy before revolutionizing the automobile industry. Ford failed, lost money, saw his business collapse, but he didn't give up. Instead of being overcome by defeat, he persevered, learned from his mistakes, and tried again, until his idea became an industrial revolution. These failures were lessons in disguise, necessary steps that led him to greatness. Failure, far from defining you, offers you the opportunity to redefine yourself. It is through failure that you truly learn to know yourself, to understand your limits, and, more importantly, to discover how far you can push your abilities. Every mistake, every misstep teaches you something that success cannot teach you. And it is this knowledge that becomes one of the pillars of your future success. The greatest successes are built on a foundation of failure. It's a reality that we don't often see, because we prefer to celebrate the result. But each victory hides several defeats. What makes the difference is the ability to persist, to continue moving forward despite failures, to not see a setback as a defeat, but as an opportunity to learn and improve. Those who give up after failure will never discover the extent of their potential. They will be content to stay in the comfort zone, where failure is avoided at all costs, but also where growth and success are impossible. It's a dead end. On the other hand, those who persevere, who learn from their mistakes, and who face adversity become stronger, more resilient, more determined. They turn their failures into stepping stones, not obstacles. Failure is also a mirror, a reflection of your true inner strength. Every time you fail and choose to get back up, you strengthen your character. Each failure, far from being a sign of weakness, is proof of your determination, your ability to overcome difficulties, your desire to succeed despite obstacles. Failure prepares you mentally and emotionally to handle bigger challenges, to stay calm in the face of adversity, and to never lose sight of your goal. You have to understand that failure does not constitute final failure until you give up. Failures are just steps, trials and errors, necessary adjustments that bring you closer to your goal. Those who have succeeded have all had to go through these moments of doubt and uncertainty. They persevered because they knew that each failure brought them closer to their success. From this perspective, failure becomes an ally. He is not there to make you fall, but to help you get up stronger. Those who succeed are those who see failure not as an end, but as an opportunity to improve. They don't let failure define them. They use it as a lever to move forward. If you choose to see failure as an opportunity, you free yourself from the weight of fear, doubt, and uncertainty. It is by facing failure, by accepting that it is part of the process, that you become capable of facing everything, of overcoming everything. True success lies not in the absence of failures, but in the ability to bounce back from each fall, to persist where others would give up. 4. Passion, purpose, and belief in yourself. There is one element without which no lasting success is possible. Passion. Passion is that invisible yet powerful force that pushes you forward even when things seem to be falling apart around you. She is the source of energy that keeps you moving, even in the darkest moments. When obstacles appear, when fatigue sets in, it's passion that reminds you why you started. She is the one who transforms every difficulty into an opportunity to learn, grow, and become better. Without passion, every challenge would become an insurmountable mountain. But with it, each challenge becomes a simple step on your path to success. However, passion alone is not enough. It is the fuel, but without direction, it can quickly become lost. You need a clear objective, a precise vision of what you want to achieve. If you don't know where you're going, you risk getting scattered, wasting time and energy. A well-defined goal is your compass. It guides you, gives you direction and meaning to each effort you make. It's not just having a vague idea of what you want, but defining concrete, measurable goals that are aligned with your passion. This goal must be so clear in your mind that every action, every choice, every movement must lead you there. It should be powerful enough to inspire you to get up every morning and work hard, even when motivation is low. Every decision, every action you take should be one step closer to that goal. A goal without an action plan is wishful thinking. But a goal supported by daily actions, unwavering will, and deep passion becomes an inevitable goal. But even more crucial than passion and purpose is belief in yourself. You can have passion, you can have a clear goal, but if you don't believe in yourself, you risk finding yourself stuck at every difficulty. Self-confidence is what turns an idea into action. It's what pushes you to take risks, to persist when everything seems to be going wrong, and to continue to believe in your ability to succeed, even when others doubt you. Self-belief is not a state that manifests itself simply through motivating words, but through the commitment you make to yourself and your dream. It is the inner certainty that you are capable of achieving what you have decided, despite criticism, doubts, and temporary failures. Many people give up on their dream because they don't believe they can achieve it. They let the fear of rejection, of failure, of uncertainty paralyze them. But those who succeed are those who, even in the face of trials, keep this unshakable faith in themselves. They know that difficulties are temporary, that failures are lessons, and that perseverance always pays off in the end. The key to their success is this deep belief that they are capable of achieving their ambitions, even when others, or even life itself, tell them otherwise. Your passion and purpose are essential, but it's this belief in yourself that keeps you on the path, even when the road gets tough. This is what allows you to keep your head high, keep moving forward, and turn obstacles into opportunities. When you believe in yourself, you see failures as opportunities to learn and grow. And most importantly, you are able to face fear, take risks, and stay true to your goal, no matter how difficult it gets. The belief that you can succeed is the force that will propel you to greatness. It is what sets you apart from those who dream without ever acting, from those who are content to watch others succeed without taking the plunge. Your belief in yourself is what gives you the boldness to make difficult decisions, to persevere in the face of adversity, and to keep moving forward, even when the path seems uncertain. If you truly want to accomplish something great, you must first believe that it is possible. Believe in yourself, believe in your potential, and watch how everything you desire begins to materialize around you. Dreams only come true when you believe in them enough to act. Passion, purpose, and self-belief are the three pillars that support your success. Passion motivates you, purpose guides you, and belief in yourself propels you. If you nourish these three elements every day, you will see that nothing is impossible. The question is, are you willing to believe in yourself and do what it takes to achieve your goal, even when others tell you it's not possible? So, are you ready to embrace difficulty, nurture your passion, and believe in yourself, even when everything seems to be going wrong? Because at the end of the road, it's not the easy path that awaits you, but the success you deserve. Remember, every failure is a lesson. Every obstacle is an opportunity. And every step you take brings you one step closer to greatness. Don't stop now. Keep dreaming, keep acting, and above all, believe in you. Because ultimately, you choose your destiny.